offloaded the fish. Captain Garrett, the boys, and Skipper just offloaded all the fish. Got some nice mangoes, some big blackfin tuna, nice kingfish, big vermilions, porgies, nice mixed bag of almacos, some red grouper in there. Lots. Look at that stringer. That's a big stringer. Definitely another good trip, it looks like. You guys had to work for it a little bit at night, huh?
A little bit. The night bite was a little tricky for us, but managed to get a nice mixed bag of fish. Mangoes, big vermilions, almacos, porgies, added up. And then during the daytime, we went for the red grouper, and it was a little tricky as well, but managed to get close to 20.
Yeah.
And kingfish on a flat line, tuna came on a troll, and we had consistent action through the whole trip.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty good pile of fish.
Yeah.
I mean, you at home might be thinking that doesn't look like a normal size pile of fish, but this is for 19 people. There's only 19 people fishing, super light load. Looks like you guys did pretty well for that amount of anglers and a slower night bite.
We did. There wasn't any time where it just popped off. It was just consistent and steady throughout the whole trip, and it added up to a really nice catch.
Some big vermilions, huh?
Some big vermilions, and we've got a couple slob mangroves approaching 10 pounds.
Like that one there.
Yep. And so the jackpot's going to be interesting this morning.
Approaching 10 pounds, you think, huh? That's
There's
a big
couple of them in there. Definitely over 8.
That's a big one. What about the blackfin tuna was caught trolling? What was it caught on? Do you remember?
A Yozuri bonita.
A Yozuri bonita? Orange Yozuri bonita. What about the flatline kingfish? What was he caught on? Just a threadfin?
Gentleman was jig head fishing. Doing a jig head, 1 ounce jig head. Oh. And he must have got it right in the lip or something, because
got lucky.
It fought him for quite a while on a spinning rod, and we landed that thing.
Nice. Some big red grouper in here, or just you said you had about 20 of them. You just
got monsters, but keepers. Just that 22 to 25 inch range.
Nice. So overall, a pretty good trip.
Yes, very consistent bite, good grade of fish, and good variety.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate it, Garrett.
Right.
Thanks. Nice pile of fish. Another great trip, and definitely a good catch for only 19 anglers. Looking forward to doing it again. We got tons more 39-hour trips here in the month of March, so hopefully you got a chance to join us. Triggerfish just opened up as well, so now we got another species to go out there and target and catch. Looking forward to hopefully getting plenty more red grouper, mangroves, plenty of those big vermilions, almacos, mangroves. We got a lot of fish to go out there and catch, and hopefully you're gonna join us and help us catch them, right? Also, don't forget, we've got that live stream show every Sunday night, our Real Animals radio show every Saturday morning from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. We've got our Friday news segment every Friday morning on Fox 13 News. As far as fishing near shore goes, you guys saw the pile, you saw the offshore catch. The Flying Hub 2 did really well out there offshore. They were fishing yesterday. They only had 13 anglers out there on the Flying Hub 2 for a 12-hour extreme. They crushed it too. Great trip with some big red grouper, big mangroves, big vermilions, big amacos. Great time to get out there. We're really doing well offshore. Near shore, we're doing well too. We're catching a lot of those big hogfish. The hogfish bite's been going really well for us. Remains really good. We're seeing a lot of those mangrove snapper near shore. We're seeing some pretty good size and plentiful lane snapper near shore too. So near shore on our 5 and 10 hour trips, or 5 hours, you got a chance for hogfish. 10-hour trips, those private charters near shore, doing really well on the hogfish, big lanes, a good number of mangroves. We might even see one of those keeper red grouper. The mackerel have started to show up. Hopefully we'll see more mackerel coming soon. See a question about the red tide. There is some red tide around the area. It's been really spotty. We've totally avoided it until they had that big spill here inside Johns Pass. The county dumped a bunch of dirty water into the pass, which was super awesome. Thank you, Pinellas County government. That was really smooth. Then we had some red tide in the area, and it's been kind of hit or miss. The last couple days that I've been working, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, not really noticeable. Sometimes you get a little tickle in your throat, but that's about it. We didn't have any dead fish. The water looked pretty good, and the live bait was staying alive at the dock. Yesterday was a little spottier around the pass. We did have some bad water just outside of the pass. It did kill some of the bait, some of the pinfish at the dock. So hopefully we'll be able to get our live pinfish today for tomorrow's 39-hour trip. Hopefully we'll be able to get out there and do some pin fishing. But remember, as far as red tide is concerned, it sucks. It's really bad. It kills our next 5 years of fish in the back bay, right? This is where all our mangrove snapper, all our small grouper, a lot of species grow up in the back bay estuaries, and then they move offshore. So red tide really sucks for the future of our fishery, and it sucks that it keeps happening, but right now it does not affect our ability to catch fish. You guys just saw that big pile of fish from that 39-hour trip. We do really well. The 12-hour stream crushed it. Our 10 hours are crushing it. We're doing really well fishing, and we're able to fish past it. So red tide doesn't affect today's fishing trips. The only effect it might have on our fishing trips today is our ability to get live pinfish. So really not much of an effect from red tide on our fishing trips today. What it affects is our next generation of species. All the new recruits, all the year 1, year 2 grouper and snapper in the back bay waters, those get killed with red tide, and that's a big problem. So red tide is super annoying, it's super impactful, but it doesn't impact today's fishing. You can still get out there and enjoy a day out in the water, and even inshore. They're catching pretty good fish inshore. Lots of sheepshead around, pompano out on the beaches. We're seeing silver trout and whiting still too. Lots of black drum around, redfish. You can still catch plenty of fish inshore. It's just a little bit more tricky, I guess you could say, with the red tide, because it's patchy. So you got to find those areas where the red tide isn't and take advantage of it. Good morning, Dan Burnett, Tim Gaines, Gary Jones, Joey Morrow. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Quinn Smith, good morning. Hopefully everybody's having a great start to your day. Don't forget, if you're too busy to go fishing, you're just too darn busy. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. We'll be live on Instagram and TikTok very soon for that sunrise. Sunrise is at 6:54, so we'll probably be live right around 7 a.m. as that 10-hour trip pulls out. Carl Steinbach, good morning. Hopefully we'll see you guys Sunday night, 7:30 p.m. for that live stream show. You could win $1,500 in free trips. Hopefully we'll see you guys there. Have a great day, tight lines, and we'll see you out in the water soon.